Hello everyone, welcome to Winged Paper Crafting. My name is Angel Fitch. If you're new around here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I'm so glad you stopped by my YouTube channel. Today we're going to do our 7th set of alternatives for the July 2025 Paper Pumpkin Kit called Sweeter With You. Here are the 8 cards that you could have made had you done this kit as intended. But as you know, around here we change things up a bit, so we're going to do some alternatives today. So let's go ahead and get started. The first one we're going to do is going to be a really simple card. So I've got a white card base that is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. I give this a nice burnish so it lays flat. I've got a piece of white that's 4 by 5 1/4 that we're going to put on the inside. I've got half of one of the green card bases. That's going to go on the front here. So I'm going to turn it all this way so that I don't mess up the inside of it. And let me go ahead and get our card base down. So, oh my goodness, come on. Alright, so let's get this down here on the front. Just like that. Okay, then we've got a piece of one of the envelope flaps that I cut down to, basically it's 2 1/4 by 5 1/4, and we're going to put that across, trying to decide where I want it. I guess just kind of in the middle. So we'll get this down next. And we're just going to put it down right in the middle. Okay, like that. Now we've got some of the strawberries that came in the kit. So I've got one of the big, the pink ones, and a couple of the red ones. If I can find the other red one I had. Here's the little one. I have one more. Some gems we're going to use here in a minute. Oh my goodness, I lost a strawberry. How can I lose a strawberry? I literally had it right before I turned the camera on. Oh my goodness. Ugh. I just don't understand how things in my craft room just disappear on me all the time. Okay, well, it's not there. Where did it run off to? This isn't funny. Not funny, not funny. Okay, we are going to need our Poppy Parade ink when I find my strawberry. Nope. Sometimes things go underneath my glass mat, so I always have to look there. Okay, hang on a second. Let me find my berry. Okay, I found our missing strawberry. It was under our big strawberry. Okay, now we're back on track here. Alright, so I'm going to stamp in Poppy Parade on our pink strawberry here. I'm going to do, let's see. What do we want to do? Whoops. We want to do, let's see, I've got Life is Sweeter With You and Thinking of You, but that's going to go on our next card. So, I just dropped a stamp on the floor. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is. Okay, so we're going to do Just a Note on the front of our big strawberry here. So let me get this on a block. And we'll ink this up. And we're going to stamp right in the middle of our strawberry. So Just a Note. There we go. And then on the inside, we're going to do Life is Sweeter with You. So this came, both the Just a Note, well, not the Just a Note, but the Life was Sweeter with You came from this month's stamp set. I think the Just a Note was in last month's stamp set. But the stamps are so versatile that you can use them, not just in the month you get them, but for months to come. Okay, so we're going to do Life is Sweeter with You. All right, I'll put the ink away. Okay, now we're going to get this on the inside of our card. And then we'll build up our little strawberry scene on the front. Okay, so there's our inside. Now we're going to take our pink one and we're going to pop it up on some dimensionals. So let me get dimensionals put on the back here. There we go. And get the backs off of these. One more. Now I'm going to put this kind of in the middle. And then we're going to take these two and tuck them into the side. So I'm going to put a little bit of liquid glue about halfway down on these. And we'll go this side with that one. And this one on this side. And there we go. We have our little scene. All right, now it just needs some gems. I told you this was an easy one. So I've got our Strawberry Slush and Pretty in Pink gems. So I think we're going to use these kind of clear iridescent ones here for this card. Oops, dropped it. So we'll put one right there. And let's see, another big one we'll do over here. And a little one right there. Okay, so there's our first card. Very simple. All right, our second card, we are going to start with a card base of what is this? This is Pool Party, and it was 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, and then I cut off. I think it was like an 1 1/4 off of each side of the front flap here. So I've got then some of this strawberry card base that I have cut up. And we've got 2 pieces here that are 1 inch by 4 that we're going to put on each side of our flap that opens. And then this piece is going to go in the middle of our flap, which is 3 by 4. So it's going to go here. So let's go ahead and get this all down. So we're just going to put this basically centered on our little side panel here. And then this side, same way, we'll get this down on this side. Now I'm trying to line up, make sure that they have the same amount of Pool Party showing at the bottom here that I do on both sides. Okay, and then our piece that goes in the middle, we'll get this lined up here. So basically something like, hang on, just a tad bit over to the left. As long as we're straight at the top, we should be good. Okay, that looks good. Okay, now I've got a piece of vellum that was in the kit. And this is 2 1/4 by 3 1/2, and we're going to put that down the front here. And then from the Wanted to Say dies, I took this Feel Better Soon, and I cut this in Poppy Parade and then the shadow in white, and we're going to put that down there in the middle. So what I'm going to do with our vellum here, I'm going to just put some adhesive like right in the middle so that we can pretty much know that it's going to be behind our Feel Better Soon piece so it won't show. So let's center that on here. Okay, now I can take liquid glue and just kind of dab some dots around our back of our sentiment here. Just little, don't need a lot, just a little. Okay, and we'll take this and we're going to put this right in the middle. Just like that. Okay, perfect. And then I've got 3 little flowers that came in the kit. I guess I'll go ahead and put some liquid glue on the back of these as well. Just a dot. Okay. And we'll go ahead and put our little flowers down here. I'll put one there. And let's see, where else? One down here. And the third one, choices. How about right here? Whoop. There we go. Okay, so there's that. Now, we're going to stamp on the inside, Thinking of You, also in Poppy Parade. So let me get our ink back out here. And I'll ink up our stamp. Now, this has to go this way. Make sure I get it the right direction. There we go. Get our ink put away. And then we'll put this right in the middle here. Now we'll put this lined up. Now I'm trying to line it up side to side with our flap because we want our flap to cover up our piece. And I'm also trying to do top and bottom lined with our side pieces here. So let's make sure that doesn't show. Perfect, it doesn't. Okay, last but not least, we're going to put some gems on this. I think we'll use the same iridescent ones. I'm going to use all little ones and put them just in the center of our little flowers here. So we'll put one there. And last one there. Perfect. Okay. So here's our 2 cards that we made tonight. Kind of simple. Didn't take long at all. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload a video. I've got 2 more sets of alternatives for this kit. And then we're going to start a new series on Friday called Fun Fold Friday. So make sure you hit that bell so you get notified and come back and check that out. That's all I have for tonight, so I will talk to you guys all tomorrow. Have a crafty evening. Bye.